Good evening. In last session, we have gone through PLC wiring. We have also gone through Mitsubishi programming. We have understood how do we make a logic for different brand. So in that, we have gone through Mitsubishi. We have to go through some more instructions. Today we shall learn arithmetic operation and compare instruction. Arithmetic operation and compare instruction. Arithmetic operation and compare instruction, these are important when you make program for analog and for other uh, application where you have word in instruction and all. I shall tell you about word instruction later. Let us start with arithmetic operation. In arithmetic operation, we can have addition, correct? We can have subtraction. We can have multiplication and division. Multiplication and division. Okay. Obviously, we shall start with codices. In codices, you remember you have taken time to word. For that, you had done right click, box with enable, and block comes, and you click on and you type time to word. The same thing we have to do here. We have to take that box with enable. When box with enable comes, we shall have here add and, correct? A and D. We shall get the and block. What have we to do? We have to remove this and what we have to write there? We have to write add. If we have to do addition, we have to write here add. Write add and click outside. As you click outside, you will get here enable, source 1, source 2, and destination. Source 1, source 2, and destination. Enable, you understand when this is high, this block will function. As it is high, it will function. In source 1 and source 2, you can put the value you want to add, correct? The values you want to add, you can put in source 1, source 2. In destination, you will get the added value, correct? You will get the result, calculated value. So in source 1 and source 2, either you take any constant value, any number you can take, correct? Number, let me write. Either you take any number or you can take some variable address. Variable address means it is like percentage MW1, MW2, like that. So either you take any number or you can take any variable. In variable, you can have your timer accumulator also, counter accumulator also. Means where the value varies or where you have some number that can be taken here. So some constant value or some variable address you can put here. And the same here also. In destination, always use some variable address. In destination, always it would be some variable address. Okay. For example, for example, see, suppose I have here addition block and we have some enable. It can be anything, any bit signal. In source one, suppose we give 5 and source 2 we give 7, and the destination I told it should be always a variable address. Just now you can say so far we have gone through percentage mw. This is variable address in codices, mw1 or mw2, mw3, anything. Now, if this enable is high by any mean, it can be any address here, like I, Q, M, any bit address can be given here. So as this enable is high, what will happen? Source 1 plus source 2 is equal to destination. So as you get this enable high, you will get here 12. You will get here 12. That is it. So this is the addition. Okay. What about that variable? Means we can have variable address also. What is that? Let me show you. Number we have given, result we have got in variable in destination. Here we can give percentage m w1. So we shall change this, or we can take here 2, 3 also. But let us take in sequence mw2, and suppose the destination we have mw3. mw3. Now what will happen? This mw1 value and mw2 value should come from somewhere. Like you can send it from visualization also. In visualization, you can take one design and there you can give mw1, mw2, its value you put from there, and here it will come. So if you take variable here in source 1, source 2, you can change the value from visualization or from other source. Or it might be when you use HMI or SCADA, these two can be given to the HMI or SCADA, and from there you can feed some number, and that can be changed as per your need. So many times you can change it from HMI or SCADA. No need to change your program. No need to change your logic. Got it? So you understand why do we use variable? Variable we use when we have to change its numerical value from other source. Okay, fine. So this is your addition. Please note down. Note down, please. Here it is source 1 plus source 2. Write down, write down. Okay, addition is okay. In the same way, if you have to do subtraction, you have to just change the name here, right? You have to change the name. You have to make it SUB. Let me show you how will it function. In subtraction, the thing is, it would be S1 minus S2. Okay, it is not S2 minus S1. S1 minus S2. S1 minus S2. That would be for your subtraction. Fine. This is your subtraction. Now here, if you put some value, here, so you can have Subtraction like this also, like variable, two variables you can have, and two variables, destination will always be a variable. Or if you put some number here, that number will also be subtracted. Suppose here we put 5 and here we give 2. Obviously, when the enable is high, 5 minus 2, it would be 3. It would be 3. Okay, so this is the subtraction. Done, huh? Noted down subtraction. Now I go for multiplication. Okay, now I go for multiplication. For multiplication, you have to type here MUL and source 1 into source 2. Source 1 multiply by source 2, it would be destination. MUL. Obviously, when the enable is high, here it would be 5 into 2. 5 into 2. So 10. It would be 10. Correct? No? 10. Done. Next, division. One thing let me tell you. For multiplication and division, please listen to me. For multiplication and division, its destination in multiplication and in division, destination is always automatically double word. Double word. Like I explain this from here. Like when you multiply, 10 has come here. 10 you have taken in percentage MW3 here, right? You have taken in MW3. In next application, in next instruction, if you have to use word address, this is the word address. This variable is the word address. MW, W means word. So when you have to take next variable, now you won't use MW4. Be very clear. If you have used MW3 as destination of multiplication or division, then MW3 and 4 both will be used automatically. So now next variable you will use in your program will be MW5, not 4. Got this? If I take here percentage MW1 suppose, then MW1 and 2 both will be used. Further, I will have to use 3. So multiplication and division, these two will have its destination double word. Double word. So two word addresses will be used. So, that is, it would be consecutive. Consecutive 2 will be used. So this is multiplication S1 into S2 destination. And the last one is division. DIV. Okay, yeah? div. See, codices will not give you result in float. So floating value you won't get here. Like point and all you won't get here. Point and all you won't get here. So it will give you the round figure. So I give here example of 10, suppose 10. So source 1 divided by source 2, correct? Source 1 divided by source 2 is equal to destination. So it would be 5 here. Now MW3 and MW4 both we have used. So if I have to use another variable address, it would be MW5. So you have written down addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Next, we have compare instruction. Next, we have compare instruction. Let us understand compare, and then we shall implement that on some application, and we will understand how we can use addition, subtraction, and compare instruction in our applications. In compare, okay, before compare, one more thing I want to tell you. Before compare, one more thing. There are two more instructions you need to know is increment and decrement. Increment and decrement. Increment and decrement. In some softwares, you will find increment instruction and decrement instruction. In some softwares, you won't find. So if you do not find increment block and decrement block, then you can use addition and subtraction also for increment and decrement. How you see? So for increment, you can use addition block. And how can you convert this addition to the increment block? You see. Addition you take. Then you have source 1, source 2, correct? Source 1, source 2, and destination, correct? Destination. Now, your source 1 and destination, source 1 and destination will have same variable. Source 1 and destination will have same variable. Then it would be increment block. I shall show you how. Suppose I take here percentage MW1, MW1. And in source 2, you have to put like you want increment by 1, you want increment by 2, you want increment by 3. That value you have to put there. Like if I want that when enable is high, it should be increment by 1. So it will be 1. Again, you press 2, then 3, 4, 5. Like that, you will get increment by 1. If you give 2 here in source 2, if you give 2, then it would be 2, 4, 6, 8, like that it will go. Correct? I hope you understand. So I want increment by 1. So I put here 1. And destination will have the same variable, percentage MW1. Percentage MW1. Another thing, suppose I give here I0. And it is one push button, consider. So when I press this push button, it will start increment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, continue. If you want, like when you press I0 first time, it should be showing 1 only. When you press second time, then it should become 2, not continuously. In that case, what you have to do, you must use a pulse, either positive or negative. Got this? You have to use one pulse. Then it would be 1 by 1, increment 1 by 1. If you don't put pulse, then it would be continuous increment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. I hope you understand. Now, how does it function? How does it work? You see, as you do login and run, what happens? As you do login and run, it will have value 0 because any data location is initially 0, correct? It is 1. So what will happen when you press it first time? One pulse will go there. It won't be continuous supply. So as it goes here, it would be 0 plus 1. What value we shall get here? 1. So finally, what is the value of MW1? 1. So it will also become 1. So again, you get this I0 on second time, then 1 plus 1, it will become 2. As it becomes 2, it is also now 2. So next time you press 2 plus 1, 3. So always it would be increment by 1. Always it would be increment by 1 if you put 1 here in source 2. I hope you understand. Note this down, please. Note down. You note down increment. Till then, I shall write here decrement. You note down, please. This is the decrement block. For decrement, you can take subtraction. SUB, subtract. Here also the same thing. Your source 1 and destination should be equal. Source one and source one and destination, you must have the same variable. Source one and destination will have same variable. Source two will have the number by which you want decrement. Okay, so this is your increment and decrement. Note down, make it fast, note down, then we shall finish. Compare also, we have 6 minutes left for this session. After that it would be a break of 9 minutes. Note down, note down. Okay, now compare instruction will have these things. In compare we will have equal, EQ, correct? We can have EQ. We can have GT greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. Again, you have to take all these things in block only, box with enable. So here also you have source one, source two, and destination. Source one, source two, and destination. You remember, no? When it was arithmetic operation, the destination was variable, correct? So here I write, again, you can have some number to be compared, or you can have any variable address that can be compared. Write down also. And source 2 will have the same thing, either number or variable. But destination is always a bit, because what is the result when you compare two things? It would be either yes or no, like these two are equal or not, yes or no. This is greater or not, yes or no. So you're not going to get any numerical value, right? In arithmetic operation, the result is some numerical value, correct? So there variable we use. But here the result is yes or no, bit. So I suggest you always use some flag, always use some flag. Because here you can use other flag or output. You can use other flag or output, but please use flag. Don't use output everywhere. Note down, note down. So here you can put anything, like if you want only equal, EQ, then you give EQ. If you want greater, then GT, less than LT, then greater than equal or less than equal, you can put here. Got it? Everyone, please text me. Is it done? Arithmetic and compare. Do you understand? Text me. Then I shall go for next. Is it okay? You have to replace this CTUD in your car parking area program with increment, decrement, and compare. You have to replace CTUD in car parking program with increment, decrement, and compare instruction. Please make that car parking area program using increment, decrement, compare, not CTUD. Please, everyone, do that.